Hi guys, I'm Syrachime and I welcome you back to another episode of Pokemon SoulSilver. In the last episode, we got ourselves an SS ticket after becoming the Pokemon League champion from Professor Elm, and with that ticket, we went over to Vermilion City, hopped on the SS Aqua, and made our way over here to Kanto while helping a little girl get off the captain's back. I never in a million years imagined that my title as errand boy would include getting children off the backs of Captain, but there you go. Anyway, we did make it here to the Kanto region. More specifically, we made it here to Vermilion City, but we did not go any further due to time constraints, so in this episode, we are going to step beyond these doors here and see what the Kanto region is like after 3 long years, or 2 years, as considering that's been 2 years since I've done this, my Fire Red Let's Play. But anyway, it's been 3 years in the Johto region. Well, what's actually changed since the Pokemon Fire Red games? Well, if we step out into Vermilion City, you will see that not really a lot has changed. I mean, they've changed up a few things, but... Stupid item. Why does my OCD compel me to get items? Well, anyway, focusing on the task at hand, because that is much more important. Since we are new in town, we got this guy right here. Might as well talk to him. If we do so, he says, skilled trainers gather in Kanto. Gym leaders are especially strong. They won't be easy to defeat. And indeed, that is right, but we'll tackle that more in a little bit. Because first things first, with this being here in Vermilion City, we've got over here the Vermilion Port entrance, where pretty much we go that way. That'll take us to Vermilion City. And if we go to this way, we'll go to a different route, which I'm not exactly sure what it is, but, well, we actually can't go any further on this route because, believe it or not, as is tradition in all Pokemon games in Kanto, there is a giant tub of lard blocking our path. Yeah, I totally saw this coming. So... there's nothing we could do about this sleeping tub of lard right now. It's blocking the way to anywhere else that we could go, so we actually have to head into Vermilion City. And I think I'd actually like to do that to kind of show you guys some of the new things that have taken place here. Well, some of the new things. I don't know why I say new things, because fact is that not really a lot has changed in Vermilion City. I mean, well, 3 years ago, let's just put it this way. There was this guy who was stamping down ground to try and lay the foundation for a giant building. Let's see what 3 years of work has actually done so far. We come over here and we see that the ground has not moved at all. And the reason being, my Pokemon is preparing the land for construction, which it's been doing for 3 years. Anyway, but I have no money to start the project. So why on earth is your Pokemon over here pounding the ground just because you... Oh, never mind. Makes about as much sense as anything else in these Pokemon games. Alright, so if you actually go to the north, you can actually find a few new Pokemon, but I'm just going to tell you up front right now that even though we can actually find a couple new Pokemon, I'm not actually going to identify them from this point on. Main reason being, we've gotten past the Elite Four. You really should have your team of 6 by now, and if you don't, you might find some stuff here worthwhile, but everything's low leveled, and trying to get everything leveled up, it's really just not worth it at this point. So I'm not going to be identifying a lot of new Pokemon. Actually, I'm not going to be identifying anything in the Kanto region. So, yeah, don't expect me to go ahead and do full-out bios of them because, well, like I said, you should have a team of 6 by now, and if you don't, I really don't know what to tell you. But anyway, as far as the different things that are actually worth exploring here in Vermilion City, there's not really a lot that's worth your time. I mean, there's a couple of places you can go to be funny, but one place that you will find of interest is this place right here, the Pokemon Fan Club. All Pokefans, welcome. I really wouldn't put that sign up there because I really don't want all the people in the world being here. But anyway, what makes this place so special is, well, this guy back in Fire Red actually gave us a bike voucher worth 1,000,000 Pokédollars in the past. And while you don't exactly get something like that, if you do talk to him, he does have something kind of interesting for you. So if we talk to him, he says, I'm the chairman of the Pokemon Fan Club. I've raised over 150 Pokemon. That's about how many I've got for competitive battling right now, all with perfect IVs. Yes, I am a nut, a perfectionist, and OCD. Moving on. I'm very fussy when it comes to Pokemon. So am I. Believe it or not, it took me the course of 4 years to actually make all that happen. Anyway, did you visit just to hear about my Pokemon? Yeah, sure, why not? It's not like I got anything better to do. Good, then listen up, alright? So, my precious Rapidash. Oh man, here we go on a gushing love fest. It's cute, lovely, smart, adorable, irresistible. Plus, amazing, don't you think so? It's alright, I guess, if you're into that kind of Pokemon. Oh, so wild, beautiful, kind. I love it! Dude, you're starting to freak me out. Anyway, hug it. It's warm and cuddly. Being a fire type, I can imagine that. So, oh, it's spectacular, captivating, simply divine. I treasure it. You can't tell me I'm the only one getting creeped out by this right now. I like Pokemon. There's no way in a million years I'd sit here and say all this about them. Anyway, oops, look at the time. I've kept you too long. Thanks for hearing me out. I want to give you this present. And with that, we obtained the rare candy. Yep, not worth $1 million Pokédollars, but I will take it because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need it. Anyway, it's a rare candy that makes Pokemon stronger. I prefer making my Pokemon stronger by battling, so you can have it. Well, you know what? I prefer to actually throw my Pokemon... Sakura, what are you doing right now? I'm sorry. Sakura apparently seems to be dancing to this girl, and I don't really know why. What is this all about? Our chairman is very vocal when it comes to Pokemon. Okay, if you say so. Sakura, quit dancing for the locals. We're done here. Anyway, that's really the only thing that's really worth your while in here. If you want to talk to a couple of other people, there are people here that just gush about their Pokemon, not my cup of tea, so I'm pretty much done here, but if you want to talk to them, be my guest. Alright, so outside of that, there's really not much else that's really worth looking into here, nothing that's really that funny or anything. So what I'm going to do, actually, is do something that kind of this guy talks about here. Anyway, there are 8 gyms in Kanto. That big building is Vermilion City's Pokemon Gym. So yes, this building right here is actually a Pokemon Gym, believe it or not. This is the only game in the series, I think I've already alluded to this, where you can actually battle all the 8 gym leaders in the Kanto. Mother! Would you quit calling me? I am busy right now telling people what is going on. Anyway, there are 8 gyms in Kanto, you can get 16 badges, and we're going to actually kind of do that with each town that we actually go visit. Now this is kind of contrary to what I wanted to do, which was to go all the way to Vermilion City and then make my way up around and get all the badges, but because we are new in here, Vermilion City, and we got quite a bit of time to fill, we are going to take on this gym here and get another badge, if you didn't see that coming. Now to actually get to Vermilion City, we've got this annoying thing where you would have to cut, but I am lazy, and you know the lazy route would be just to teach cut to a Pokemon and be done with it, but I am going to be the opposite of being lazy that way and be lazy another way by simply going around. So somehow by me being lazy just to be lazy, I have actually done more work. Never mind. Moving on. Alright. So welcome to the Vermilion City Gym, where once again we get to tell this idiot right here to shut up. So, as is tradition with every gym leader that we get into a battle with, talk to this guy. He says, "Yo, legend in the making. You lucked out this time." So apparently I went from champ in the making to legend in the making. I actually kind of like that. Maybe I won't tell you to shut up this time. Anyway, the trap at this gym have been laid out of order for a while. But the traps are back up and running now. Why, lucky, you may ask? Because you can train yourself better that way. Make up your mind and go for Lieutenant Surge. You know what? I take it back. You got traps set up just so you can train your mind or something? Oh, shut up, you jerk. I got better things to do than sit here and listen to you. Alright. So, the trick to actually getting to Lieutenant Surge is, well, pretty much if we try to go up, we're entering a giant bug zapper. What you need to do is you need to find a couple of switches here, and they're going to be right next to each other in different trash cans, so yeah, it's really not that hard to find. Once you find the first switch, it's pretty much just all downhill or uphill from there. But unfortunately, the trip to actually finding these things can be very annoying. And there are a couple of trainers along the way. My gosh, where are these things? I did a quick practice run of this initially, and I found these things so easily. Ah, there we go. Alright, so once you press the switch, the first thing is gone. Now, the second switch is either going to be in this trash can here, or this one down here. We're just going to go ahead and try this one. Nope, nothing there. And the stupid thing was locked again. Well, I guess it is worth saying while I actually try to find these switches, which could take me 50 years. Now, what I'm actually doing with these gym leaders and stuff, none of this is at all required. You could actually put this off and do this a little bit later if you want to. But I'm going to go ahead and do these things now just because, like I said, I kind of would like to just do it and kind of get it done. Alright, so once we actually do find the second switch, press it, we are good to go straight to Lieutenant Surge. But I kind of feel like it would kind of defeat the purpose of going to him without taking part in a few battles. So we're actually going to go ahead and do a couple of battles, and then we'll take on Lieutenant Surge shortly after that. Main reason I'm doing this is because his Pokemon are a bit over-leveled for me, and I'd like to get a little bit more prepared. So we're going to start with this jerk right here for a Pokemon battle. Alright, so we talk to him. He says, "You're here to defeat Lieutenant Surge?" "Yep, that's why I came here. Not if I can help it." "What are you going to do to stop me, dude?" "I've got a Flareon that is, well, actually not as good as I had originally thought." Okay. So something that just completely eluded my mind until just now is, this is actually the one gym that I am not very well prepared against. If you could not tell by my team with Dopey, Bloke, and Batty, I am at a severe disadvantage when it comes to this gym. Now, I do kind of have that compensated because I do have Dig with Calcifer, and Aurora takes neutral damage to electric attacks, plus I've got Bellossom or Sakura, which actually can stand up to these things, so I'm not as worried. But here's our first instance of a Johto Pokemon. That's kind of interesting. But anyway, I'm not as worried about this gym, but it's still going to be a challenge. We got an uphill climb ahead of me. This is probably going to be the toughest gym in this region that I'm going to have the hardest time getting past. But once I do, I'm not super worried about that. And that just occurred to me doing some research that there are actually a lot of reasons I will not like this gym, but we'll cover that when we actually get to the gym leader himself. So with that, Calcifer is up to level 45. That is certainly going to help our cause a lot. I was about to send out a Flaffy. You know what? I'm going to do something kind of different. I'm going to send out Bloke. No, I probably shouldn't, but I don't really foresee my water types getting much screen time here. So we're going to give him screen time while we possibly can. So against this Flaffy here, I guess I'll just use a Waterfall. I can't really think of anything. Wait a minute. That thing's at level 43 and it's not an Ampharos yet. Why do you not have that thing evolved yet? I wanted to talk. In the original Silver game that I had, I used a Chikorita and kept it like that through the entire game. "Sorry I failed you, Lieutenant Surge, sir." Sure you are. Alright, so when I was in the military, this is what Surge taught me. Lock the doors, watch out for fire, and always have 2 electric fences for safety. You know, I would say that's kind of stupid, but considering we've had a mouse problem in my house the last couple of days, I would do for some electric fences right now to keep those things out. Talk about that later. Alright, so there are actually a couple more trainers here, and I know for a fact that they're not as high leveled as can be, but I do need the experience, so I'm going to go ahead and battle these guys, heal up off screen, and I will catch you guys in just a little bit. I will be right back. Alright, sorry about the cut there, guys, but you really didn't miss anything. These battles here were incredibly easy. One guy just kept using Quick Attack over and over with all of his Pokemon. The other one had 3 Electrode, and then after I actually left the gym and came back, it took me quite a bit to actually find the switches again to unlock this room, so yeah, the entire thing took about 10 minutes. I'll let you decide whether it took me 10 minutes to do the battles or find the switches. But moving on, we are officially ready to take on Lieutenant Surge now. And I'm actually going to go ahead and start out with Aurora for reasons that I'll kind of specify in a little bit. Anyway, if we talk to this guy, for the first time, we've talked to our first Kanto gym leader, and he says, "Hey, you little tyke." I don't know if I should take offense to that or not, but anyway, it may not be very smart to challenge me, but it takes guts. Or a ground type, that would work. Anyway, when it comes to electric-type Pokemon, I'm number 1. I'm actually scared of this battle for more reasons than just the electric type, but you'll see in a little bit. Anyway, I've never lost on the battlefield. I'll zap you just like I do my enemies in battle. And here we go, our first battle against Lieutenant Surge in the Kanto region. So Lieutenant Surge here is a trainer that has 5 Pokemon to his name. He starts out with the Raichu at level 51, that moves Thunder Wave, Quick Attack, Shock Wave, and the reason I hate majority of his team, Double Team. This thing has increased evasion, and I don't want to take a chance of this getting very serious, so got a high level Pokemon here, don't want Double Team to get the better of me, which is, I'm not kidding you, about 90% of his team has Double Team on, so I'm gonna be, yep, there we go, here we go. Already starts off really bad. Come on, Aurora, hit this thing. I do not want a repeat of what happened to Koga. What? You withdrew it? Okay, so apparently we're getting somewhere. Anyway, his Magneton is at level 47 that moves Supersonic, Double Team, Shockwave, and Mirror Shot. I am at a huge disadvantage here, and somehow I still ended up doing a huge amount of damage. You know what? I'm not switching out. I'm going to keep Aurora out there. You did that much damage to a steel type. Come on, KO it, Aurora. Come on, come on. No! Here comes double team. I knew it. Oh. I wonder if Koga wasn't a precursor to what we could expect here in the Kanto region. And no! Oh no! I gotta KO this thing if it being a steel type. The only thing I could use really against it would be Calcifer, but if it keeps... You know what? Not taking a chance. Calcifer, get out there, buddy. Need you to stop this thing. This is the reason I didn't actually do a lot of battles prior to actually showing this one, because I knew that there was going to be a double team fest. It's probably going to take me 15 minutes just to take care of this, but yes, good job, Calcifer. I'm proud of you. Good job, buddy. I'm starting to think that Calcifer is properly named. I did it just as a reference, but I really think that Calcifer is properly named. I am so proud of you, buddy. Alright, so the next Pokemon is going to send out his Electrode. He's actually got 2 of these. But anyway, both of them are at level 47. One has the moves Thunder Wave, Double Team, Shockwave, Light Screen. The other one has Screech, Self-Destruct, Charge Beam, and Double Team. Because I really don't know what one this is, I'm actually going to go ahead and send out a Sakura for this, and I'm just kind of hoping it's the one that doesn't use Self-Destruct. I'll admit the main reason I'm actually sending out Sakura is because if Double Team starts to get annoying, I'm going to put a stop to that with Magical Leaf. Yep, there you go. Stupid Double Team. My gosh, I've already ranted about how much I hate its existence anyway, but why did they feel the need to put this on here? It's bad enough I got a type disadvantage to this. I know if I just had a ground type, this would be completely over with, but I'm going to start with a Solar Beam. Maybe I'll get lucky. Oh, apparently that's not going to last. I threw up the Solar Beam. Alright! Guys, this is amazing! Good job, Sakura! You and Calcifer both! Come on, come on, come on! Oh! Ah, so close. Alright, I don't know why I'm getting so excited about this, and there he's finally decided he wants to take the battle seriously, but a little late for that, dude. Okay, so one Magical Leaf later, and that should take care of this Electrode. Gosh, this is going so much more tame than I actually thought it would. Yeah, not that I really expected it to go otherwise. Oh, what am I talking about? I totally expected this to be a very long... me screaming at the screen because of the stupid evasion thing. Alright, so he's about to send out his Raichu, which is at level... I've already identified Raichu. I don't know why I'm doing it again. I guess for this, I'm actually going to go ahead and... Well, I'm going to go ahead and send out Batty. I know I probably shouldn't. I'm at a type disadvantage, but... Gotta give some people some screen time here, don't we? So anyway, while we're actually kind of battling Lieutenant Surge and talking about some of the stuff he has, Lieutenant Surge kind of mentioned something about zapping his enemies in battle, which means there is clearly a war that goes on inside of the Pokemon world. I don't exactly know if... I don't really know if those... Already paralyzed. Thanks a lot for that, you jerks. Anyway, I don't really know what kind of wars take place. Is it like wars between region, like the Kanto Johto region going to war over different ideologies, or I don't know, something like that? And then do the soldiers that actually take place in the war actually... I don't know. Do they use Pokemon for tools of war, and maybe that's why the philosophy of why Pokemon as tools of war are not so good? I don't know, I'll let you guys use your imagination on that one. But unfortunately, I am not going to have much luck. Well, Batty, I appreciate your patronage, but apparently you were not good enough to stand up to this thing, so you must go down. Sad day for Batty. Alright, so going back to our original plan. Get out there, Aurora. I need you to hit this thing with Ice Beam, and we'll be done. No! Don't panic, it's just one double team. Hey, I've got Sakura. If I didn't have Sakura, I'd be screaming a whole lot more than I do now. The only reason I freaked out against that Crobat as much as I did in the past was because it was a poison flying type, quad resistance to grass type moves, which made Aurora completely useless. Or Sakura, rather. Alright, so here's his other Electrode against this thing. I'm actually going to go ahead and send out... Is it bad that I'm actually thinking about sending out Bloke? You know what? I'm going to send out Dopey. Get out there, Dopey. Hopefully you don't fall down like Betty did. But I'd like to give everybody a little bit of screen time in this battle if I could. And like I said, I've already identified this one. If he just uses self-destruct, I'm going to die laughing. Now there's the Thunder Wave. So apparently the other one that I KO'd was the one with self-destruct. This one is the one that doesn't have it, so won't have to worry about that. And it just occurred to me, why did you use Thunder Wave on Dopey? He's the slowest thing on the planet unless you're, you have low speed. Then he speed ties you, but still. Stupid full restores. Alright, it's not too bad. No! Well, I guess that's one reason to paralyze Dopey. No! No. If you don't hit it this time, Dopey, your debute's done. We're going back to Sakura. Alright, so thank you, Dopey. I know I'm getting a little worried about nothing, but my gosh, after that very, very extremely close battle with Koga, I will not lie, that is the weirdest battle I've ever had with Evasion. I've had a lot of weird ones, but that one right there takes the cake for me. Alright, so, wow. So far, Evasion's not came into play. Well, thankfully with that, that's actually the last of his double teamers. But that doesn't mean his team is any less challenging, because, well, he has the strongest Pokemon yet, that being his Electabuzz at level 53, with the moves Quick Attack, Shockwave, Light Screen, and Low Kick. Now, against this thing, I am actually going to do something else counterintuitive and send out Bloke. Bloke is a champion. And yeah, I'd like to actually see him get some kind of debut against this thing. If he fails, Calcifer's going in. Alright, it's not over yet. It's just the beginning. I wouldn't say it's the beginning, but... And that's another reason I am not using Sakura right now, because of that light screen. But we'll see how we can do this. Bloke of mine was actually very strong enough to KO a level 50 Dragonite, and... Oh, almost did it again, and of course there's a Citrus Berry. I guess it goes without saying at this point that every one of the trainer's strongest Pokemon actually has Citrus Berries, so yeah, do with that what you will. Alright, so if Feraligatr, or I am so sorry, if Bloke can survive a Shockwave, oh no, alright, one waterfall later, we have successfully won our first gym battle of the Kanto region. What a way to start off, huh? Start off with a shocking bang. Good job, Bloke. I am so proud of you. Alright, we defeated Lieutenant Surge, my electric trick. With that, we got money and send some to Mom. Oh boy, I'm really expecting the phone call soon. Arr, you are strong. Way to admit it, dude. Okay, kid, you get the Thunder Badge. With that, we received the Thunder Badge from Chime. Or from Lieutenant Surge. Chime received the badge from Lieutenant Surge. This is why I should not record when I have only got 3 hours of sleep. Anyway, the Thunder Badge suits those who've defeated me. Take good care of it, okay? Yeah, I most certainly will. Anyway, there is something else. Here is a great TM for you. And with that, we obtain TM34, which is actually the move Shockwave. I'll let him explain what it does. The TM contains Shockwave. Zap! I could have done without the zap, but moving on. Use it to go like lightning. When you go to the north, you will see a big city called Saffron. And with that, you explain nothing about Shockwave. Alright, well, quick little tutorial. Shockwave pretty much is a move that works a lot like Magical Leaf. It will not miss no matter what, so now we have 2 moves to take care of evasion. If I really had an occasion to use it, unfortunately nothing on my team learns it, so it is completely useless to me. Alright, so we talk to this guy again before we leave. He says, "Woo, that was an electrifying bout." I'll say it was certainly interesting for me. Anyway, it sure made my nerves tingle. Oh, shut up, you jerk. You're just doing that because you're probably on shock therapy, so shut up. Alright, so with that, my mother unfortunately has the stupid urge to call me. Would you please find other people to make miserable? Please. There are 8 billion people in the world, and for some reason you have to make me miserable of all people. Okay, I'm calm now. Okay. So anyways, I was trying to say before my mother very rudely interrupted me. We have just made our way into the Kanto region. We have just defeated Lieutenant Surge, kind of seen everything that was worth seeing here in Vermilion City. So I think we're actually going to go ahead and call this episode here for now. Like I said, we've done more than enough for now. Made it to Kanto, seen what's kind of new here and what's really not so much. Had an amazing battle with Lieutenant Surge, and then, well, got our first badge of the Kanto region. So in the next episode, well, I'm going to go ahead and call things off here, but next time in my Let's Play of Pokemon SoulSilver, we're going to head to the north to Saffron City, and then just kind of do a few other things accordingly from there. So, Until the next episode, I will catch you guys later.